The best among you is the one who does not harm others with his tongue and hands. I leave behind me two things, the Quran and my Sunnah, and if you follow these you will never go astray. Do not wish to be like anyone except in two cases. The first is a person whom Allah has given wealth and he spends it righteously. The second is the one whom Allah has given wisdom, the Holy Quran, and he acts according to it and teaches it to others. Do not waste water even if you were at a running stream. Leave me as I leave you, for the people who were before you were ruined because their questions and their differences over the prophets. So, if I forbid you to do something, then keep away from it. And if I order you to do something, then do of it as much as you can. Do you know what is better than charity and fasting and prayer? It is keeping peace and good relations between people, as quarrels and bad feeling destroy mankind. It is better to sit alone than in company with the bad, and it is better still to sit with the good than alone. It is better to speak to a seeker of knowledge than to remain silent, but silence is better than idle words. Modesty brings nothing except good. Richness is not having many belongings, but richness is contentment of the soul. There is reward for kindness to every living thing. The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. Seek knowledge from cradle to the grave. Verily, Allah is mild and is fond of mildness, and He gives to the mild what He does not give to the harsh. When two persons are together, two of them must not whisper to each other without letting the third hear, because it would hurt him. He who wishes to enter paradise at the best gate must please his father and mother. He who has in his heart the weight of a mustard seed of pride shall not enter paradise. How wonderful is the situation of a believer! There is good for him in everything, and this applies only to a believer. If prosperity comes to him, he expresses gratitude to God, and that is good for him, and if adversity befalls him, he endures it patiently, and that is better for him. Be not like the hypocrite who, when he talks, tells lies. When he gives a promise, he breaks it, and when he is trusted, he proves dishonest. Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever is not kind has no faith. He is not of us who is not affectionate to the little ones and does not respect the old, and he is not of us who does not order which is lawful and prohibits that which is unlawful. Every religion has its distinct characteristics, and the distinct characteristic of Islam is modesty. Richness is not having many possessions, but richness is being content with oneself. When someone spends on his family seeking his reward for it from Allah, it is counted as a charity from Him. Keep yourself far from envy, because it eats up and takes away good actions like a fire eats up and burns woods. Allah will cover up on the day of resurrection the defects of the one who covers up the faults of the others in this world. When you see a person who has been given more than you in money and beauty, then look at those who have been given less. Be afraid of nothing but sins. The greatest jihad is to battle your own soul, to fight the evil within yourself. Indeed, sustenance searches for the slave more than his appointed time of death searches for him. It is also charity to utter a good word. best way to defend Islam is to practice Islam. He treated his enemies better than we treat those who love us. When a husband and wife look at each other with love, Allah looks at both of them with mercy. You will die the way you lived. Fear Allah wherever you are. Follow a bad deed with a good deed to erase it, and treat people with a good attitude. In the morning, charity is due on every joint bone of the body of every one of you. Every utterance of Allah glorification, that is saying Subhanallah, is an act of charity, and 2 rakat prayers which one performs in the forenoon is equal to all this. What actions are most excellent? To gladden the heart of human beings, to feed the hungry, to help the afflicted, to lighten the sorrow of the sorrowful, and to remove the suffering of the injured. The first matter that the slave will be brought to account for on the day of judgment is the prayer. If it is sound, then the rest of his deed will be sound, and if it is bad, then the rest of his deed will be bad. Beware, whoever is cruel and harsh to a non-Muslim minority, curtailing their rights, overburdening them, or stealing from them, I will complain to God about that person on the day of judgment. The world is a prison for a believer and paradise for a disbeliever. When Allah wishes good for someone, He bestows upon him the understanding of Deen. The people whom I hate the most and who are the farthest from me on the day of judgment are those who talk uselessly, and those who put down others, and those who show off when they talk. Shall I not tell you who will be forbidden from fire? It will be forbidden for every gentle, soft-hearted